What's up, YouTube? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now we got another video we're gonna go over. We got Pope sitting up there at No Jumper with ADAM22 getting an interview. And you know, ADAM22 chooses to go down the path of all the gang information and the gang lifestyle and the gang culture and street business, like Adam does. And you know, Pope pretty much expresses itself to let him know how he feel about all that stuff. So we gonna dive in on that and see how it go, and I'm gonna do my reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. If not, don't jump in. Shout out to the whole Dice crew. And you know what, if you're not familiar with who Poke is a rapper that represent the Hoovers, and he pretty much been like a rapper coming out the Hoovers, one of the faces for some years now, you know what I mean? So that's one of the breakdowns I can explain to y'all who he is if you're not familiar with who he is. But I'm sure if you keep up with Los Angeles and all the gang culture stuff, and you know, if you like the whole, you know, gang music and stuff like that, I'm sure you pretty much familiar with who he is. So we gonna dive in on that. Let's rock.
All right, man, this is our first time sitting down.
Hell yeah.
Me and Poke.
Sir.
No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world.
If that's what you say.
What you sipping on?
That was just funny, real brief. He said, if that's what you say.
That's what I know.
Casadores with the Taylor port.
What's that?
Casadores. Tequila.
Okay.
Mixed with Taylor port.
I'm feeling like a total nincompoop when it comes to tequila today, because Maxwell Cream was just talking all kinds of tequila facts, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, they just told me they just left. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's Hoover Day.
It's Hoover Day?
Well, I mean, you and him.
Where your boys at?
Which ones?
You know which ones?
The ops.
Yeah.
Your ops. We made sure they weren't around.
They could have came. It's mutual.
Is it? Anyone you trying to run into?
Nah. Hell nah.
Okay.
I'm a regular neutral nigga.
Are you?
For sure.
Things have changed. Last time I watched an interview with you, you still got some of that energy, that animosity.
What animosity?
Towards the other side of town. And that's to say nothing of your music.
I just be chilling. I got animosity towards nobody.
Really? Well, that's good to hear. Okay, but let's go back to the beginning. Tell me a little bit about the birth in the early days.
What you mean?
Like, where were you born at exactly?
I just grew up right there in the set. It was all my life.
Where exactly?
Between Century and Manchester.
Okay. And what were your parents like?
Like, what you mean? What was it like? My daddy, like, he from the other side.
Right. I seen you say that. But was he around? You had both
I
parents?
was 3 months.
When you were how old?
3 months.
3 months?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to him?
Car crash.
Damn, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. What was your mom like?
She regular. I'm regular. She just, you know, getting everybody.
Right. So were you raised around seeing all this crazy shit going on all around you growing up, or what was that like?
Yeah, I seen everything.
Give me some examples of some wild shit you seen.
I can't give you no example of wild shit I see.
Really?
Hell no.
It's just that consistent. Everything was so wild you can't even name one.
I can't just name it. It's wild. It's just a wild period.
Right. So even as a kid, you were exposed to that.
I got shot when I was 15.
15.
And I just got shot a month ago.
Whoa. What happened when you were 15?
Come home from school. Just go to Wild U. Come out from school with the homies walking. Weird. Tagging up walls and shit. Somebody probably seen us and they walked up on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that was common shit for you at the time? You guys were doing a lot of graffiti?
Just everything. Just being outside, period.
Right. And then, what, somebody just drives by and just shoots at you?
Walk up.
Walked up?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd they shoot you?
In my ass.
Really?
Yeah.
So they, like, aimed down?
He's funny.
I mean, you're describing it like they were that
That's
close.
where I got hit. Yeah, it was close like this, like where we at right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a big decision. You're going to shoot someone in the leg, like you're going to aim down, or you're going to aim at their head?
Whatever happened.
Damn, that's wild. But so, okay, you get rushed to the hospital, or what happened? Did the ambulance come?
No, I chilled for a little bit.
Chilled.
Uh-huh.
So, was it not that serious if you were able to chill?
I didn't want to go to. I was young. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I want my mama to know. So I was trying to get on type shit, but I ended up getting caught by the police because they thought we was shooting and took us to the hospital.
Really? And how bad was the surgery?
I didn't get surgery. In and out.
It just went really through you.
Yeah.
Wow. That changed how you wanted to move at that point?
No, I just never walked. That's it. But I was the same nigga.
So at that point, it was like, oh, okay, I got to get a ride or get a car.
I bought one. I bought a car right after that.
Right.
Well, like for the last couple of days, I ain't gonna lie, for like a week, I walked back home from school, the same regular routine.
Uh-huh.
That's it. You know what I mean?
And I mean, that's just a fucking wild thing to go through. Were you, like, at what age did you get put on?
When I was 12.
12. Is that normal to get put on at 12? Or was that a little early?
So I know people got put on before that.
Right. What was that day like?
Regular. I was already over there. I grew up right there. Everybody was right there. It's the same people that's still there now or in jail.
But you just said, I'm ready to make it official?
Nah. I stalled for like a year.
Oh, so they told you it's time, and you were
No, I
coming.
told myself it's time. Nobody gonna tell me nothing.
Okay.
Like it's time. I'm my own person.
But you waited a year just because you weren't looking forward to it?
I was weighing my options.
What were the other options?
No, I do so now for. It was now I do so now for. It's the same thing, but it's like weighing my options.
So being a civilian wasn't an option, it was just where you were going to be from?
I was already with him.
Right.
I never been a civilian. I wasn't a civilian.
So 9 deuce or 9-4? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What were the pros and cons of each?
Nothing. It's the same.
But it's different people, right?
Yeah, but it's the same.
Because, okay, that's one thing that I think is kind of wild about the whole gangbang thing, is that there's such a negative thing about changing your set. But in the workforce or whatever, it's like,
Why we gotta keep talking about gangbang?
well, I mean, this part of your life seems pretty significant, right?
Yeah, but we gotta keep talking about this gangbang, you feel me? Because I know, honestly, you don't know nothing about gangbang, right?
And I'm happy that Polk stopped him in his tracks right there, because ADAM22 started the whole interview talking about his hostile and, he having problems with other people and so on. But Polk politely let him know that he's on some mutual stuff and, he ain't having no problems and stuff like that. So, he pretty much want to base the whole interview based upon his accomplishments and some stuff that can help him further his career or anything positive that he's trying to put out in the world right now. Not trying to just get an interview based upon some gang stuff and this, that, and the third. And mind you, Polk just said that he just got shot months ago. He just was in the interview saying, and another on the podcast saying that, he's getting ready to turn himself in. So it's like he got real stuff going on. And this is the only stuff you want to dive in on? Like, come on, Adam. Like, it's cool if you got that relationship with people, I guess. But if not, you should do your best to try to highlight more positive or more like whatever people want to be about. Like, if it don't really work out, then hey, scrap the interview. But at least give a person a chance to put their stuff out there. Whatever they might be working on, whatever product they might be working on, whatever.
Well, pretty significant, right?
Yeah, but we gotta keep talking about this gangbang, you feel me? Because I know, honestly, you don't know nothing about gangbang, right?
Well, I've ascertained a little bit.
Huh?
I've learned a little bit.
You learn, but you don't know nothing about it.
Well, you can know things by learning them, right?
Nope. Because you don't know detail.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now. It's just trying to get some
You'll
details.
get detail. If somebody give you details, then that's on them. You won't never get real details. You'll get some of it, but not detail.
Right, but all we can do is try to learn, right?
No, because that's like police shit.
I mean, I don't think we've talked about anything that could be used
But
against you, right?
we just-
So far, right?
Just still, police look at shit, they figure out, and they do. People be investigate in the cell, you got people that know people, police that know us. Oh, you get the interview with the wham. Like, nah.
Somebody might say, myself for instance, that what you talk about in your music is about 1,000,000 times more incriminating or of interest to the police than anything that we've said in this interview so far.
Did I say my music?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Well, I mean, I've listened to a bunch of it, yeah.
And would I incriminate myself on?
It's not you're incriminating yourself, but, I mean, you're definitely talking about the gang stuff.
I just talk about where I grew up at and where I'm from. That's it. I don't incriminate myself. I make sure I don't.
Mm-hmm.